Hello, folks. Welcome back to my channel. This is Hortown, and today I have another episode review for you of Supernatural. And today we're going to be looking at the fourth episode of the first season called Phantom Traveler. The episode originally aired on October 4th, 2005 on the WB. It was directed by Robert Singer and written by Sierra Gamble, Rael Tucker, as well as Richard Hayden. So, in this episode, Sam and Dean are gonna get a call from an acquaintance of their father, a friend. I'm not entirely sure how close they are, kind of forgot, but basically, they're gonna be looking into the crash of a plane, right? And it appears that whatever caused this plane to crash might be right up their alley, right? So that's why they are basically gonna be investigating. So they're gonna look for the survivors and try to understand, how that happened and what could have, caused this plane to crash so abruptly, so suddenly. But then they're gonna find out that there might be a pattern to whatever caused that plane to crash, and it seems that it might happen again and again and again, and that the some of the survivors might not be out of the woods just yet. I don't want to spoil too much or anything the episode, so that's why I'm keeping it kind of mysterious, not revealing too much, not giving too much away. But basically, yes, they're gonna be looking at the wreckage of the plane, try to understand what is it that they're dealing with there exactly. So yes, they're gonna be there's gonna be a thorough investigation from them, as they usually do whenever they're investigating anything that is you know supernatural related, I guess. So they're gonna be doing some groundwork. They're gonna be talking to one of the survivors at the beginning. They're gonna look into a lot of different they're gonna be, let's just say that they're not gonna leave any stone unturned. They're gonna try to be very diligent in their work. So yeah, this is what is gonna lead them to suspect that this nightmare might not be over just yet. So they're gonna keep on trying to you know do something in order to try and prevent another one of those, another plane crash from taking place, right? As it seems that whatever is doing this might not be over just yet. So this is pretty much it for this episode, Phantom Traveler. What did I think about it? Wow, I really enjoyed Phantom Traveler. It was a pretty good episode. I really enjoyed the whole plane crash kind of, theme, especially since it's been kind of already in previous, productions. One of the bigger ones being the Final Destination film, the first one that is with the plane crash at the beginning. So this was such a reminder to that. And there are also other episodes in the Dead Zone. The eighth episode of the second season was about a plane crash. So I think that plane crashes in TV shows work very well, and especially here since you have some kind of unexplained occurrence, unexplained cause for this plane to crash. So it adds to this kind of mysterious element. So I really enjoyed how it all plays out. The fact that we don't know at all what could be the reason of it, but as Dean and Sam are going to be running their investigation, they're going to find out the cause of it and try and stop it from doing it again and claiming more innocent lives. So yeah, this episode is definitely one of the best ones in the season, in the show as a whole, because of how good the acting the not the acting, I mean the acting was pretty good, but the whole plot, right, the whole twist also. And yeah, it's definitely one of those episodes that is kind of you know that has a strong premise. And also in this episode, there's going to be a discovery to a certain extent about something that the Winchester brothers were you know trying to find answers to. There's going to be some kind of clue about, something that they've been researching. I don't want to tell you what it is, so that's why I'm not saying it out loud, but those who have watched it probably know what I'm talking about. It is about some kind of search that they are conducting, but I'll let you find out for yourselves what it is, for I don't want to spoil the episode too much or anything like that. But not only that, also we learned something about Dean, about some kind of phobia of his. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll let you find out for yourselves what exactly the thing is. But it's pretty funny, I have to say. And I like the fact that this was mentioned because it adds some kind of humor. This episode has a lot of humor, especially at the beginning, as we see Dean at the motel. And basically, there's a scene involving some kind of a knife, and we learn a little bit about Dean's fears in this episode, so I thought that this was pretty good. So let's move on to the actors. So we have Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles, our main actors. Then we have James Ray Newman, who plays Amanda Walker, who is the flight attendant, the stewardess, and you can see her there on the picture that I've chosen from IMDb. Basically, this is she's the one in the front. She plays Amanda Walker. She did an awesome job. She gets starred in so many TV shows apart from this one, and she's really good in all of them. And I really enjoyed having her in this episode as the flight attendant. She did an awesome job. She was really convincing. Then we have Brian Morkinson, who plays Jerry Panowski, who is the father's friend, the friend that the acquaintance, the one who's gonna basically, let them know about what happened and, try to get them on board to investigate, to look into it. So, yes, Brian Morkinson did an awesome job as well. Then we have Burkett Turton, who plays Max Jaffe, who is one of the at the beginning. I don't want to tell you who he is exactly, but he's at the beginning at some point, and you'll find out for yourselves what role he played in this episode. Then we have Daryl Shuttleworth, who plays Chuck Lambert, who's one of the pilots. I thought he was an awesome actor. He did an awesome job. Then we have Paul Jarrett, who plays George Phelps, who is a nervous, flyer at the beginning. Then we have Fred Henderson, who plays Homeland Security Man. Then we have Jeff Gustafson, who plays Lou. We have Amanda Wood, who plays flight attendant. We have Ingrid Tesh, right, who plays Bonnie Phelps. Kelly Ruth Mercier plays woman passenger. Dana Pemberton plays security guard. Benjamin A. Reese plays Homeland Security Man. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the main actors and characters. Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed everything about this episode. Yes, and yes, I did enjoy, like I said, my favorite actors in this episode are James Ray Newman, Brian Morkinson, as well as Daryl Shuttleworth. And yes, those are my favorite three main actors that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the performance of in this episode. So really good episode, really good plot, really good development up until you reach the very end of this episode. It keeps you at the edge of your seat. No pun intended. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I liked also the kind of discovery that is made. At some point in the episode, I won't tell you when because I don't want to spoil too much, but it's pretty good. So yeah, really liked how it all plays out with the plane crash, with, the scenes at the airport are pretty well shot, the car scenes when you have the car driving down the road and the different towns they go to. I thought that the acting, yes, the way it is shot is pretty good, the way it is filmed. And also I really liked the acting, since I've been, kind of mentioning that before. Yes, the acting was pretty good too, especially from Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and James Ray Newman. I thought that they really played very well. So if I were to rate this episode on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd definitely give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes. So 9.5 out of 10 for me for this episode. Really enjoyed the whole plot, the whole way it builds up until the very end. And with the whole plane crashing, is it going to crash? Is it not going to crash? So this is the question that we are left with. as we are basically going down this trip. So 9.5 out of 10 for me for this episode. Really enjoyed it. What about you folks? What did you think about the fourth episode of the first season, Phantom Traveler? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would really like to hear your thoughts and views on this episode. Thank you for watching. And in the meantime, I see you on the next review. In the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. And take care. This is Whoretown signing off.